the life that I want, well, the only way that I'm going to get it, I have to get a man on that level, but they don't qualify. I would rather us have a discussion about just the average value man, just
average
regular,
man,
hard-working, principled
everybody's
man.
not going to make
That's the type of man that the
$100,000 a
vast
year.
majority of women need to be looking for.
Hey, nieces and nephews, Uncle J.E. here. So my purpose is to come before you and to encourage you. And I want us to walk in that dominion, in that power. Hey, nieces and nephews, Uncle J.E. here, jeonline.store, where you find the best in Christian motivation apparel that empowers you and dares you to be different. I'd like to welcome you to my channel, welcome you to Coffee with Uncle J.E. Thank you for coming in, having a cup of coffee with your Uncle J.E. I hope you all are dressing warm for the winter. It's cold out here. The holiday season is upon us. I hope you all are getting ready for that and that God is blessing you, that you're walking in the favor of Jesus Christ. I recently came across a video and I had to share it. It's a great video. I was recently on a panel and we was discussing relationships. And the women that were on the panel, I told them, if you want to encourage your husband to do better, if you want your husband to do more for you, just go and encourage him. Say thank you. Say thank you for taking out the trash. Thank you for shoveling the snow. Thank you for fixing the car. Thank you for the food that you bring. Just thank him. Just praise him. Men want to hear praise. We don't hear it. Women hear it all the time. You're beautiful. Your hair is nice. Thank you for the food. Thank you for this and that. But men rarely hear that, especially black men. Black men are looked down upon. We are the lowest of the low. Most say that we're no good. We're lazy. We don't do anything. We don't love our kids. But the way these women spoke about their husbands, their significant others, was amazing. I wanted to share that video with you today. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for taking the time to have a cup of coffee with your Uncle J.E. Continue to pray for me that Jesus Christ will be first in my life. Just continue to walk in the favor of God. Continue to put Jesus Christ first and look to him because he's the author and the finisher of our faith. Pray that I may continue to decrease, that he might increase, and that he'll draw all men unto him. Always remember, head always up. With everything going on, the pandemic, gas prices rising, divorce rising, bad economy rising. Many are losing their faith, giving up on God, asking the question, where is God? Even you have thought about giving up. You need encouragement. You need motivation. You need to hear a word from God that you can make it, that you're more than a conqueror. When everything is being taken, we give you voice. We help you to stand for what you believe and dare you to be different. Shop jeonline.store, where you find the best in Christian and motivation apparel.
Me to have the life that I want, well, the only way that I'm going to get it, I have to get a man on that level, but they don't qualify. I would rather us have a discussion about just the average value man, just
average
regular,
man,
hard-working, principled
everybody's
man.
not going to make
That's the type of man that the
$100,000 a
vast
year.
majority of women need to be looking for, but the affections of their hearts and the idolatry and the covetousness is so heavy that they can't fathom getting with a man that makes $50,000 a year or $45,000 a year when they make 28.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, if you make 28 grand a year, you getting with someone that's making 40, that's a come up for you.
Yeah, it is.
You should be grateful and submit to that man and give him the respect he deserves, just like you would a man that's
Say
making
it.
But they're unskilled, right? Once again, these are unskilled women who want these high-powered men, or whatever they call them these days. And basically, you don't qualify. You don't qualify. You're not willing to be a submissive wife. Are you going to give him the respect that he's due? No. So, therefore, get yourself together, learn what it means to be a wife, and then perhaps you'll qualify for someone who will be equal value or perhaps above you financially. Get a step up. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
no one wants to be regular anymore. And when I say regular, like I consider
Where's the
myself
regular
a regular
people?
person. I mean, now granted, I work harder than the average, but I'm just regular. Meaning,
Yeah.
my lifestyle is not defined by my bank account. I live a regular life, not because I'm just regular April from the
Yeah, I'm
Bronx.
just
gonna
regular
always
John.
be regular. I don't care how much money I make. And I happen to attract a regular man who, in my world, I mean, Robert's high value just because he the best thing since sliced bread, but we're just regular people.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, I think I did marry up because Robert was, in my world, he was probably the most attractive thing that I had ever pulled. Like, I'm still trying to figure out how I pulled him, right? Because, I mean,
You hear how this woman is talking about this man? How many women have you heard talk about their man like that? I'm still wondering how I pulled this man. Most time it's the other way around. Women want men to question how did they pull them. This woman said, I'm still trying to figure out how I pulled this man. And she said, Robert is high value to me. Now this is a black woman. Speaking of a black man, how many times have you heard black women speak of their men in this fashion, in this way? It amazes me. Well, back to the video.
a pretty good-looking guy, you know, and for especially at his age, and he's all fit and stuff oh.
All right, now keep it PG. Keep it PG now.
All right, he's in there. He's in
Amazing.
Well, you know, something can be said for being a damsel in distress, as I was. And I was dating. I was a damsel in distress, and I needed someone to rescue me. And my
Amazing.
husband came along, and he thought was needy, and not needy in terms of being diminished or minimizing anything, but I was.
Yeah, I've heard, I've been on panels and women have said, I'm not a damsel in distress. I'm not weak. I don't need a man to do anything. But that's the problem when you're a strong, independent woman. Men look at you and they say, well, she doesn't need me. What does she need me around for? She could do anything for herself. Men like to feel needed. We like to feel that we can come in and provide for you, protect you, give you direction, lead you, structure. We don't want to be with people that we're gonna have to compete with, or a woman that's trying to be a man. Because when we look at women who are strong, independent, who don't need a man, who's aggressive, disrespectful, and don't know how to talk to a man, we look at it as another man competing with us. So we're looking for women that are feminine, that can cooperate with a man, that can speak to a man in the way these women are speaking about black men. We don't want to come home and have to fight. We're out here fighting the world. When we come home, we want to have peace. We want to be able to rejuvenate and regather ourselves to go out and fight another day. But let me get back to the video.
I was not acting like I had it all together. He was like, how's everything going? Oh, bad. I need help. I got bills. I got kids. Yeah, and so, you know, my husband, Dwayne, came in and he swooped me up and he brought in 6 figures. And I was so thankful that for once, I didn't have to worry. In a long time, I didn't have to worry about things that I shouldn't have had.
And another thing, if you look at the story of Ruth, before she found Boaz, she was messed up. She was with her mother-in-law, Naomi. Naomi had lost her sons, which were Ruth, and her sister-in-law husbands. Naomi lost her husband. They were messed up. They were homeless. They didn't have any lineage. They didn't have anything. So Naomi went back to her home. Boaz was Naomi's cousin. Ruth, she was in the field. Naomi told her to go and work for Boaz so that he could notice her. Ruth went out and worked for Boaz. One night she went and positioned herself at Boaz's feet so Boaz can see her. Eventually Boaz married her. So you have to present yourself in a way that a man sees that he needs you. He that finds a wife finds a good thing, not she that finds a husband. The man has to find you. He has to choose you. Yes, you decide if you want to marry him or not, but a man chooses you to be his wife, not the other way around.
I have to worry about anyway as a wife, right? He came in and he still takes care of everything. And being willing to be vulnerable is a attribute that our women are missing. No one wants to
Ruth
be vulnerable.
was vulnerable.
You know, I'm strong. I can do it. I don't need a man. Let me tell you something, honey. If you're looking for a husband, you need to be vulnerable.
Exactly.
You need to know that he's coming in as an asset. He's coming in to take care of you.
Yes.
He wants to be your hero. He wants to rescue you. He wants to make it right. Let the man.
I just said
if you
that.
can't do that, then you're not ready to be anybody's wife.
Exactly.
He is absolutely right, because when I met Robert, like, I mean, on the outside it looked like I had it all together, but the man actually, I had the single woman tail, like that beeping, that smoke detector. Oh, that was me all day long. That was like one of the first things he fixed. My thermostat was like hanging off the wall because I tried to install a digital thermostat myself, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So I connected it and it worked, but I didn't know how to attach it to the wall. So if you had to like turn the air up and down, you had to lift it up to read it, push the button, and then it kind of just would fall back down. He was just like, what is this? And I was so proud. I was like, I installed that myself. He was like, don't do that again. Let's just don't do that. He came in and fixed the areas in my life that just, like, I needed a man, and I wasn't afraid or ashamed, like Keisha said, to demonstrate that vulnerability. And so I didn't have to ask him.
I love how they're speaking about their men.
He was just like, this. If I don't come in, this chick, she's just a mess. He brought a level of wholeness and normalcy in my life that I did not have before as a single woman.
Yeah. Yes. And blessed masculinity.
Masculinity, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Look, y'all got me in here. Want to send my wife the link to the stream so she can talk good about me.
Same thing here.
I love hearing this, though. I love hearing godly women speak well of their husbands. This is beautiful. Everybody in the comments is saying the same thing.
Exactly. You don't hear this much. Recently, the wife asked me to go get some food. I went out, got some food. I brought the food back. I presented the food and everything. She said, thank you. She doesn't know what that did to me. It empowered me to go out and tackle the world for it. Men, we just like to hear thank you sometimes. We like to get praise too. We put in hard work. We work hard. We try to provide. We try to protect. We try to do the things that we need to do as men, especially black men. We don't hear thank you. We don't hear praise. So if you want to empower your man, if you want your man to tackle the world for you, just tell him thank you. Just praise him. We're not immune, or we're not human. We don't have feelings. No, we have feelings too. Sometimes we want to hear thank you. And it doesn't cost you anything to say thank you. But I appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch this video with me and having a cup of coffee with Uncle J.E. Just continue to look out for my next videos. Thank you for your time and your patience. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just continue to pray for me that I may decrease, that Jesus Christ may increase, that he'll draw all men unto him. And always remember, head always up. Wait a minute, wait. Did you hit that like button? My mother said when you go in people's house, you're supposed to say hello. Make sure you hit that like button. And go check out my podcast on all platforms. Coffee with Uncle J.E. Download my free ebook, The Path. And make sure you go check out that Christian Motivation Apparel at jeonline.store, jeonline.store. Use the code TAKE10 and you get 10% discount on anything you purchase there. Always remember, head always up. jeonline.store, where you find the best in Christian Motivation Apparel.